lamps which will avoid dazzling headlights. Because the state has put a lot of money into these projects, and in the building of sports grounds, schools and flats, there's much less unemployment. In agriculture, the battle for grain has nearly doubled wheat production, but prices are very high. At harvest time, Mussolini knows the publicity value of giving a hand. The draining of malaria-ridden swamps, such as the Pontine marshes near Rome and the Volturno Valley, will improve health, bring new land into use, and has already given work to thousands. As yet, the battle for births, an attempt to increase the population to 60 million by 1950, has had only limited success, though Mussolini is known to take a very personal interest in this. Simply having a job has meant life is better for thousands, but the best jobs seem to go to party members. More money has been spent on education. The illiteracy rate's been halved. But teachers must be fascists, and there's little freedom in education. Even the children's free time has been planned for them, as the Child's Guide to Fascism explains. From the age of 8 to 14, the boy, as a member of the Balila, is trained both physically and morally. On reaching 14, he passes into the avanguardisti, while as a youth of 18, he can take his place with the fascist levy in the ranks of the National Fascist Party. They must learn, as part of a fascist creed, I believe in the genius of Mussolini, in our Holy Father fascism, and in the communion of its martyrs, in the conversion of the Italians, in the resurrection of the empire. The youth of Italy are told by the fascist party, the young must know how to obey. It's clear that Mussolini sees control over young people as essential to his plans for his fascist state. Mussolini has always been a sportsman, and he's encouraged Italians of all ages to take part in many kinds of leisure activities by doing them himself. The state organization for leisure now controls thousands of theaters, libraries, dramatic societies, brass bands, orchestral societies, and all football clubs. Mussolini claims the fascist view of life is a religious one. Religion and the family have always played a big part in fascist propaganda. So there was little surprise when 5 years ago, Mussolini and the Pope agreed to recognize each other's authority. Roman Catholicism was to be the state religion. Religious marriages were to be recognized and religion taught in school. King and Queen of Italy paid a state visit to the Pope to celebrate the event. The Pope gave up his claim to rule any area other than the Vatican City and gave his blessing to the Italian state. For many Italians, this is still the best thing the regime has managed to do. It seems to have made them feel that Mussolini has got rid of his socialist past and led them to overlook the disturbing facts of this fascist regime. Outside Italy, important public figures we think as good judges of men also seem blind to Mussolini's faults. In 1924, Austin Chamberlain described Mussolini as a wonderful man, working for the greatness of his country. In 1927, Winston Churchill said, I could not but be charmed by the friendly and simple attitude of Signor Mussolini. It was easy to see that his sole thought is the lasting well-being of the Italian people, as he sees it. Churchill went on to say, Italy has shown that there is a way to combat subversive forces. Italy has demonstrated that the great mass of the people, when it is well led, appreciates and is ready to defend the honor and stability of civil society. It provides the necessary antidote to the Russian virus. Lord Rothermere has described him as the greatest figure of our age. In the early 20s, the American ambassador to Rome, Richard Child, reported, "He has not only been able to change the lives of human beings, but he has changed their minds, their hearts, their spirits." Aristide Briand of France considers he is not only a great man, he is a good one. Praise indeed, but is it all as good as it looks? What about the loss of the liberties we value? Remember, Mussolini is also an expert newspaper editor whose job is to persuade. Are we just being persuaded? Is there a hidden cost? Is the price too high? Critics like Benedetto Croce, the historian, say that the Italian worker is no better off today and has lost all freedom. Such critics say that the secret police, censorship, official violence by black shirts, even murder, are a normal part of the fascist state. But the critics seem to be ignored by most people. Whatever critics say, Mussolini appears to be safe. God has put his finger on the Duce. He is Italy's greater son, the rightful heir of Caesar, is what the fascist party secretary said in 1926 after an assassination attempt. And that's still what most Italians believe today, in 1934. Some of his German visitors apparently found him more impressive than Hitler, and reliable sources report the German Vice-Chancellor von Papen as saying, "He handled people like a man used to having his orders obeyed. Hitler always had a slight air of uncertainty, as though feeling his way, whereas Mussolini was calm and dignified and appeared the complete master." It's also rumored that Mussolini didn't think much of his visitor, calling him a silly little clown and a talkative monk. Indeed, relations between the two dictators seem to have been uncertain throughout the year. In February, their interests clashed in Austria. This cartoon by Lowe shows Mussolini protecting Dollfuss, the Austrian chancellor, his ally and possible victim, against threats from Hitler. And now the shocking assassination of Dollfuss this week on the 25th of July has caused a lot of military activity on the Austro-Italian border. What this will lead to isn't clear yet, but Mussolini seems confident enough. Certainly he's shown his power and authority in Corfu, secured Fiume from Yugoslavia, established himself at Locarno as one of the leading statesmen of Europe, and Italy as a great power alongside Britain. He has restored Italian national pride. Such a dictator may feel he needn't fear the future. But can it continue? Is Italy strong enough to be a great power? Can Il Duce's ambitions in Africa be accepted by Britain and France? Can he continue to increase Italian influence in Austria and Hungary? Will Hitler be an ally or a competitor?